Hey, welcome to the show and to this three-part podcast series happening this week, tackling a big topic that every practitioner struggles with at some point: marketing to attract more clients. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about why you may be feeling really scattered right now about your marketing. And I'm going to be walking you through how to really just take a deep breath and build out a strategy that stems from your website to bring a bit more calm and organization to what you're doing right now to bring in more business. And then tomorrow, we're going to keep talking about why you may be feeling really exhausted with your marketing, because today we're going to solve the problem of organization, but then we need execution and doing the thing, right? And I'll talk you through how to build the infrastructure that makes marketing feel more doable and less draining for you. And then finally, on Thursday, in the last episode in our series, we're going to cover this big question: where should I market? Where should I be putting my energy then? Do I need to be everywhere? I'm going to show you how the most successful practitioners are, in fact, not everywhere, and how you can go about picking where you want to be and what you want to be doing based on what's right for your practice and your clientele. Before I dive in, I want to invite you to continue the conversation with me inside our brand new Facebook group, Websites and Marketing for Dietitians and Health Professionals. A casual space to talk about the real stuff that's working and what's not. That's okay too. I'll be in there, and I hope you'll join me in there too. Say hi, join the conversation, and connect with fellow practitioners who are also just figuring out the process of building their businesses, whether you are already scaling and trying to figure out what's next. Maybe you're in that between, or you're just getting started. It's a great place to be, because this is a process. It's a process no matter where you are in business, figuring all of this stuff out and navigating it. So if you search for the name Websites and Marketing for Dietitians and Health Professionals in Facebook, or go to the link in the show notes, you can join. It's free. Just answer a few very basic questions to get in there and you will be approved. And yeah, I hope to see you in there. All right, now let's talk about your marketing. So your marketing feels scattered, probably. And I get it. You're smart. You're motivated. You're trying all the things, but you're trying one thing one week and then another thing the next, and you're not sure what's actually working. And you feel like you're reinventing the wheel and spending hours creating content or networking with providers or doing talks. And it just feels like this game of darts that goes on forever. I have been there, and it's really exhausting. And what's worse is it makes you feel like nothing's working when maybe some things are working. You just can't tell because there's no clear organization or through line in all of it. And at the end of the day, effective marketing begins with a clear goal, and it acts like a funnel, directing all traffic, all eyeballs, and activity to that goal. And that may sound obvious, but most practitioners that I talk to actually don't have that clarity. So let's break all of that down. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you're a coffee shop and you want to attract more people to come and buy coffee. You want more people coming to buy coffee. So this coffee shop, they want to get as many people to come to the shop as possible and know that the shop is there, know its hours, know what's available. Are we doing like specialty coffees, or is it like single origin, Colombian grown coffee? What's the deal? But everything that you do is ultimately answering the question: how do I get more people coming to the shop and buying coffee? All of that marketing, any marketing that you're doing out there in the world, it's all just solving this one question and solving for this one question: how do we get more people into the shop buying our coffee? Now, if they opened an online store and wanted to increase online sales of their in-house roasted coffee beans, then their marketing would change. And that would be the goal: to get more traffic to the website, get more people buying and making online orders for their coffee beans, right? So another example, a bit more close to home. So a sports dietitian, let's say, is wanting to get hired by teams to provide group and individual performance nutrition counseling. That's one of the things that this dietitian is wanting to do. They're virtual, but they'll go and visit teams, but they don't have a physical office space. but maybe they're local to the state or the region or something like that. And the first step in having anyone begin working with him or her is actually having the team coach reach out to discuss working together. And they're reaching out via the website. There's a form there and all of that. So whether this dietitian is networking at events, giving a talk, or doing some content marketing with blogs or posts maybe on LinkedIn, they're thinking in their head, how do I get more coaches to visit my website so they can learn about what I do and who I've helped and book a call or submit an inquiry? How do I get more coaches checking out my website, coming to my website, and then booking calls? So for 99% of practitioners, your goal is to have people set up an initial call, a discovery call. Probably it's free, sometimes it's paid, but that's the first step in someone becoming a client. So therefore, that's our goal. All right, how do we get more people to book a call for one of your services or packages? And this is where everything shifts. Your website becomes the anchor for all of this activity that you are doing. So your website is not just this place for your bio and your services listed, but it's this actual destination where your marketing, all of your marketing is pointing. Your scheduler lives there. It's prominent. It's in multiple spots. Your resources live there. Your credibility lives there. All of your email marketing, your lead magnets, your newsletter opt-in, all of that lives there. So everything that you do out in the world, the talks, the social media posts, if you're on there, the networking that you're doing, the podcasts that you're on, all of that is moving people toward your website where the action happens. Now, some paths may be shorter and more direct to your website. Others may be a bit longer because some of our customers are already all the way down the road. They are ready to hire you. So when they come to your website, they're good to go. When they hear about you, they're good to go. They're going to come book a call and that's that. But many more will be on this path of understanding their condition or what's going on with them. They may not even realize that a dietitian or a therapist or whatever it is you do is that person who is actually going to help them with whatever they're struggling with. Maybe a coach that is really looking to increase the performance of their team. They've seen the team slumping and they're trying to figure out what's going on. Maybe they're not really thinking yet that a dietitian is the answer. And so they're just still trying to figure it out. So their path is going to be longer. You're going to have more stops along the way on that path. But ultimately, they're going to book a call too. That's still the goal. That's still the end of the path. So maybe that path looks like a person hears you speak at a community event or at a gym. You got their email from the event. Maybe everyone who signed up for the event, they gave their emails and you were given permission to email them, or maybe you were giving away a resource at the event so that they could opt in for that with their email. Awesome. Okay, so now you've got their emails, you have your email list that you're building. Now you're emailing them. And every email that you send is giving them value. It's helping them in some way. It's bringing them closer along on that path. Remember, like that coach who isn't quite understanding yet that a dietitian is the perfect solution for them. How are you helping them come to that understanding? And every email has links to your website. So to your services page, to blogs, to your about page, whatever it is. And a book a call page, always link to that, always in the signature of your emails. So that path for that person might be they saw you at a talk, they got onto your email list, you sent them emails that always had your website in some way in different shapes and forms. They go to your website, maybe they visit your website a couple times, check out different pieces of content, and then they're booking a call. So it's not like this was a direct to your website. When you're giving a talk, I think it's totally fine to share your website, obviously, and invite people to book a call. But most people are not going to be ready to just immediately go down that path and book a call on the spot. And so having people have another way to connect with you through your email list, most usually and most effectively, that can be a way for you to capture a much wider net of people in that audience who are at different stops along that path. They're not at the end of the path. They're at the beginning. They're at the middle. They're off in a field, off the path. You're going to bring them onto the path. And so when you are collecting emails and all of that, your emails are still sending people to your website, like I'm talking about. Like there's still, that is the end goal, but maybe there's another stop along that way. And those are really honestly the two things in most of your email, most of your marketing, I would say, is getting people on that email list that puts them on the path, and then getting people to your website. But ultimately, we're trying to get people to visit your website. And what are all those different ways that we can get them to do it? Another example, maybe you are reaching out to OBGYNs in your area with your PCOS practice. So you're speaking to providers, you're giving them your website and your details, maybe leaving behind a resource, the different things that you can help with, maybe some anecdotes about the kinds of things that you've helped other clients with in the past. Of course, business cards or anything like that with your website on it. And then someone gets your name from their doctor and they're going to your website and they're learning more, and they're either joining your email list from there or they are straight booking a call. And so the path for that person is, okay, they got your name from their provider, it's a referral, they come to your website, and usually referrals are going to be warmer people up to you because they've been recommended by their provider, and it's pretty close to, okay, they know what their problem is, they know what they're looking for. Their provider told them, hey, you should really see a dietitian about this, or you should be talking to a counselor about this. Then it's a lot easier for them to make that next step and that final step to book a call with you. So that path can be really short. Referral, go to your website, book a call. So all of it is really sending to that same spot. So when we look at our marketing, we have to ask ourselves, how is this marketing activity moving people down the path towards the goal of booking a call, which lives on our website? So how is every marketing or business growth activity? You may not think that networking or referrals and relationship marketing is marketing, but those are definitely marketing activities as well. It's not just posting on social media that's marketing. There's so many different things you can be doing to be sharing your website, sharing your business, and connecting with people who may be your customers or may be great referral partners to reach your customers. So how is every marketing and business growth activity that we're doing moving people in some way to our website where action takes place, where sales take place, where people turn into leads and then turn into customers once you begin talking to them, engage in that conversation? So here's what I want you to do. Look at what you're doing right now. Do a mini audit of all of your different marketing and business growth activities, whether it's posting on social media or blogging or giving talks, networking, referrals, going in online communities and interacting there. And ask, how is this activity moving people along the path to book a call? Is there direction to that activity? What is it? Is it clear that it is moving people down a path? All right, so that's my homework. We'll dissect that further. We can talk in the group, but also tomorrow we're going to be talking more. If you do this audit and you find something interesting, or if you're realizing that your marketing has been pointing people nowhere, come share that in the Facebook group. I want to hear what you found. The link to join is in the show notes. And then tomorrow, we are going to be talking about why your marketing may feel so exhausting right now and how to build infrastructure that is going to make it much more doable and enjoyable and effective for you. So today, just do a little audit, see where things are right now. Are you pointing people to the right spot? What are the things that you're doing? And this will prime you really well. So when we have this conversation about the structure that we need to have in place for our marketing and how we can maybe eliminate some of the pieces of marketing that make it so exhausting, that you're already going to have in your mind, okay, this is what I'm doing right now. These are the areas that might need some improvement. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you got a lot out of today's episode, and I can't wait to talk to you in tomorrow's episode in our series.